Alrighty, so I'm heading out in the woods, and I got my stand with me. I'm gonna try to use that to maybe get a different full shot of me here. We'll see how well that works out. It's pretty handy, and hopefully it'll add to the experience. I'll put this out as another evening premiere, but I will be in chat as long as I don't have any major emergencies at work. Yesterday's premiere I was about 6 minutes late because I had to, me and another worker had to fix a mistake the shift before had done. You know, kind of a mistake. I mean, it was going to happen. Nobody's perfect. We figured it out, which is a good thing. So, hopefully that doesn't happen. It looks like 5 o'clock Central Time. It seems to be like the best time for me because a lot of the other bigger craters that a bunch of us follow usually come on soon after it. So, and it seems like I get a little bit better turnout on the premiere than I do on the live streams, as John pointed out. And depending on when I have the live streams, it's like we have the troll crowd show up. And I've been putting up with them for a while, but I think that's going to change. Today we're gonna go in through a different direction. All right, we're gonna skirt the outside here and come in deeper into the woods. Try to get away from these leaves so I'm not making such a racket. And we're gonna kind of reverse the course I usually take. You know, this is usually where I'm coming out. And, you know, just something. Out for something different. Out for something completely different. That's how it's supposed to go. So, woods look really nice. And what we'll do is here we go, deer tracks. So plenty of deer out here. A buddy of mine's got a trail cam out here somewhere. And he's trying to figure out where the deer are. And well, I tell him, boy, they're everywhere. And I'm kind of glad I took this way first because it's a little moist. A lot more moist than I thought it would be. And ooh, there we go. Definite coyote track there. Yep, coyote. Following right along with the deer tracks. Wonder why. So yeah, a little soft there. Really soft over there. So I'd rather deal with that in the beginning part of my hike rather than the later. So this is usually where I bust out of the woods. You know, anywhere along that area. And we're gonna kind of pop through here and see what we kick up, if anything. So a beautiful day. Sunny. Probably a little on the cool side, but that's good. Won't have to worry about bugs. So it's been a while since I've been through this way. This used to be an easier path. You can tell the deer use it. Don't think that's edible. A lot of times red means something. Oh. I got something in my shoe. I need to find a place where I can sit down and figure out what the heck did I get in there. So let's take advantage of having a stand is that I can I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. It's like a sticker got in there or something. And when they're uncomfortable walking, that doesn't make for a good time. I'll just be trying to keep my balance. Much better. Yeah, you get that irritation in there, and takes away from the enjoyment of the day. So a little more overgrown than it was years ago, of course. You can tell the deer cut through here all the time. That's what this is. Right here is a deer trail. I'm gonna have to look these things up. Try to figure out what the plant is. Alrighty. Which way to go? Trying to pick my poison. Okay, that kind of looks like a trail. There we go. Had a beautiful day, and cooking chats are nice, but what I think I'll do today is just whip me out for a quick meal and then head to the gym. I heard that. Something's out there. And try to do a round robin. And may include that on the premiere or not, I'm not sure. Ooh, how low can I go? There we go. There we are. That's limbo now. There's a lot of underbrush here. Plenty of habitat. I'm taking this way because once I go down into the valley, there's a really nice, comfortable area. Kind of nice and secluded. It just takes a little bit to get to. It's down in that way. We're not quite down far enough. We're getting close. But we are getting close. Yeah. pretty soon. Trying to find a smoother way in, but I don't think I'm going to get it. That's where I want to go. I think I'm going to have to bust through. This is where you got to be careful because there's a lot of vines that will trip you up. Not just vines, but fencing too. Oh yeah. Where are we on it now? Oh yeah, there's the creek. So I actually need to go this way. It's something you got to be prepared to do when you're in the woods is backtrack your trails. And sometimes you just got to bust your trails. There we go. Okay, so and as I bust through, I'm breaking some of the smaller branches. The next time I come through, it'll be a little easier. And sometimes it's just not going to be easy. You kind of gotta pull your way through it. There we go. A lot closer. Alright, how for sneaking up on anything. That's definitely not happening. So you gotta be really careful with the undergrowth. You have to step high. There's a lot of things laying down that'll trip you up. Now this definitely is an area that deer would bed. They have a really good view of what's ahead. So you're not really going to be able to sneak up on them. There's a deer stand. Good place for one. There's another one over here. Shock surprise. Kind of surprised I'm not coming up to anybody. Probably on the weekends I would. See, look, it's kind of covered in like a green carpet. There we go. Oh, there we go. Look like a blue jay. Oh, just a really nice, peaceful area here. This is a makeshift one they made. Looks like it's in need of some serious repair. So I don't think it's been used anytime in the near future. Looks like one was started there. There's a nice little natural area to sit down. So, let's sit down and relax for a little bit. And enjoy Mother Nature's given us. So definitely nice peaceful area here. Busting through the woods is exercise, you know, and it's good cardio exercise, and it's fun. You know, a lot of times just sitting here, if you sit here long enough, sometimes wildlife will come to you because they don't know you're back here. So I mean, if I sat here for an hour and so, I'd probably get some birds in the area, some squirrels, possibly some deer. When you're walking through the woods and you're making all that clatter, they definitely know you're coming. So it's difficult to sneak up on them. Sometimes you do it there. If you got a good wind that's blowing toward you, it will hide your sound until you get closer. So that's why, you know, predators like to hunt upwind for scent. But if you're stalking, you want to walk downwind, or you want to walk into the wind so they don't hear you. Yeah, so upwind. Catch your scent, and they don't catch your sound. And it makes for a more successful hunt if you're upwind from them. Well, then they catch your sound, they catch your scent. But just a gorgeous day, just sitting out here relaxing. I mean, if I had a hammock here, I could nap. Don't have to worry about anything bothering you. I did that a few times when I was deer hunting. I just found a good deer bed and laid down, and 45 minutes later, I'm like, oh, well, that was a good neat nap, because I'd be getting up at 3 in the morning to get in the woods at 4, wait until 4:45 for first light, and then by 7:30, 8 o'clock, you're ready for a nap. So sometimes you just take one out there. Deer hunting can be an all-day event. You're in the woods by 4, and you may not be coming out of the woods until 4. So you need to take food with you and water, and even if you don't get a shot at deer and that, just being out in the environment is so relaxing. John Prepper Nation went camping on the weekend, and he was just saying how nice it was. It wasn't rough camping, but sometimes just camping and not having the cell phone on the social media and that, and just fishing and hiking and exploring what's around you is far better entertainment. I got up earlier this morning and had my protein shake, and I was waiting for it to warm up, so I played a little Skyrim, and Skyrim, is a nice game because it's got forests and mountains and everything, but it's not the same. It's not the same as actually being out here, and enjoying the beauty that's out here. And I think that's what we need to get more in tune. I think a lot of the problems that we see, and I blame media for it, because that's what they zero in on. They don't zero in on this, on just going out and having a hike in the woods and being peaceful. They zero in on the protest and the violence and the division. That's what they want to spread. And you look at the political landscape and you see all the mistakes that are being made, and you see the direction the country's going, and it's concerning. I think this country is going in a definitely a bad direction. I think what's being taught in the schools is not good for the children. They need to learn history the way it was. Some parts of history is bad, okay, but it doesn't mean you're entitled to anything. You're not. They need to learn math and science. They need to know how to communicate and how to write and how to express themselves, and that's it. They don't need to be confused by all this other deviant stuff that, it seems like Hollywood and a lot of groups are trying to push. And I'll be honest with you, I look even at my own kids, and I'm kind of concerned on some of them. This direction we're taking. Now, hopefully they'll grow out of it. I don't know. I've grown out of stuff. I look back to what I was in my teens and 20s and 30s, and I'm definitely not the same person. Some of the things that I believed were true in the late 70s, I know now were climate change. All right. Climate's always changing. Is there a problem with pollution? Yeah. We got floating islands of plastic out in the ocean. We got trash everywhere. No one's doing anything about it. What they're trying to do is do a carbon tax, they're attacking something that's not causing the problems. Pollution's causing the problems. The trash is causing the problems. The chemicals that were used to be dumped in the water were causing the problems. All right, we could go up to another, 0.2% carbon, and plants would love it. It'd be just fine. But what we can't really have is 3-mile islands of floating plastic in the ocean. Why don't they do anything about it? Because it costs money. And it's a solution. They don't want a solution. They just want taxes. They just want more taxes. Got a senator here, Duckworth, and she was trying to say, we're having more rains because of climate change. No, we're having more rains because of we are paving over the earth. Okay, you look at how much open soil you had in the 1800s versus the 1900s versus the 1950s versus the 1980s versus now, and that amount has drastically declined. So this is really easy science here. It's when it rains and the rain doesn't soak into the soil, it evaporates back into the air and then comes down as rain again. And the more that evaporates in the air, the heavier rains you have, because it can't soak in the soil. Why? Because you put up a parking lot. You put up a warehouse. There's warehouses up and down Route 55 that are literally hundreds of acres long. Just a warehouse. One building going on for 100 acres. And they got 50 of them, if not more. So all that rain has to go into a gutter system, and has to go into a drainage system, and has to go into a river. The rivers are flowing because of climate change. No, the rivers are flowing because you paved everything over. You want to start improving this planet? When you have a place that needs to be demolished, don't put up another building. All right, put a park. All right, get soil in there, get trees in there. Do we need 50 roads going to Chicago? No. Now we need 8-lane roads going into Chicago. We don't have them. But their answer is to put another 2-lane road in there. They don't help anything. Just once again, we're paving over, and it's going to cause more rain, which is going to cause more energy into the atmosphere, which is going to cause bigger storms. It's like, oh my God, we have hurricanes. We have always had hurricanes. Stop it. Oh my God, we had a snowstorm. We always have snowstorms. It was the hottest year on record. That's how records are made. Next year will probably be the coldest year. All right, it varies. Climate is always changing. You want to enjoy it? Get out here and enjoy it. You want to help the planet? Pick up the trash when you see it. Don't throw the trash out the window. If you live in the city, get a couple big pots and plant some small trees or a garden during the summer. All right, that's going to help absorb some of that CO2 and produce more oxygen. Plus, you'll have, a couple tomatoes and pepper plants, and you've got fresh veggies. And you can put them in 5, 10, 30-gallon grow bags. All you need to do is go buy potting soil then. So you don't need a lot of land to do that. Just need some time and effort. There's easy fixes for everything. They don't want easy fixes. They want division. And I'm telling you, if you don't see the way the landscape's going, then you're just not paying attention, or you don't want to. And if you do see the way it's going, and you keep voting for the same people that are allowing it to go that direction, well, that's why it's going that direction. Because they say, well, it don't matter what I do, they vote for me. Doesn't matter how ridiculous I am, they vote for me. I mean, it seems like the easiest job out there. Just sit there and smile and tell people what they want to hear, and don't do anything and get paid a lot of money. Kind of what it looks like. And then the media is constantly trying to throw the division out there. And you college kids, you need to wake up. Okay, you don't need a cause. What you need is a life. That's all you need. You know, spend all that energy on making your life better. And your older self will appreciate it. Going out there and tearing things down and being offended by statues and all this other silly stuff because somebody who's never left the school system is telling you that's the way to be. No. Do things for yourself. All right? You want to help the planet? Pick up trash. Don't throw it out the window. You know, recycle things. But you want to help yourself? Do things that are going to make you happy. Go for walks in the park. Go listen to live music. Okay? Don't be yelling at people. Once you yell at somebody, they ain't listening to you. Once you get in somebody's face and start screaming, that just brings aggression. If you want to have a discussion with me and you're talking in a normal voice, I'll listen to you. You scream in my face, we're done. We're done. There is going to be no conversation. You know, and all you people stop oil. You know, we're the oil activist. 90% of the stuff you're wearing is made from oil. You got there by oil. You put food on your table by oil. Your cookware and all that stuff was made with oil. All right? Now, if you give all that up, and I see you out there with stoneware that you ground with a mortar and pestle, you know, yeah, maybe I'll sit there and say, okay, you've got some. But otherwise, you know, those neon, you know, vests you have on are petroleum projects. Your glasses are petroleum. All right, your shoes, your pant, petroleum. You know, the car you drove there, the bicycle you rode there, petroleum. So what the hell are you talking about? An electric? My God, you know, the mines, the lithium mines are devastating to the environment. The batteries are dangerous. And how do you charge them? Charge them with coal-fired plants, nuclear plants, you know, diesel generators. I mean, come on, people. They're selling you a bill of goods that, if you look at the, you know, are electric cars a good thing? Yeah, I think so. Don't mandate it. You know, having less coal burning plants and replacing them with solar, I think it's a good idea too. But understand, the solar panels were made with petroleum products. That's oil. All right, the person going out there and maintaining them is driving a car that used oil. Even an electric car uses oil. Has to have oil to keep things spinning smoothly. So when you're sitting there and gluing yourself to the highway, and you're disrupting people's lives, you're not bringing anything to your cause. You are bringing the opposite. People will definitely not listen to you because of the way you act. You know, I used to be an environmentalist too, but I wasn't going to sit there and block traffic. You know, a couple of them got shot the other day down in Panama. Somebody just had it. And you're going to see more of that. People are getting tired of it. They've had enough. All right? The line's been crossed. That's the problem is the protesters, as they keep going and going and going and they don't get shoved back, then they go to the next level. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the line's been crossed. Some people are not going to put up with it. You know, luckily for me, they're not going to be blocking any of my roads because I live out in the middle of nowhere. But, you know, someone who's leaving Chicago, trying to get home, and you block 55, I'm telling you, you're going to have, out of all those people, out of the, 100,000 people on that road at any given time, there's a chance 2 or 3 of them are going to have a bad day. And they're going to take it out on you. All right? Make videos. Say, hey, come up with solutions. All right? Stop spray painting and throwing shit at people. All right? You come up with solutions, then people are going to listen to you. But I don't think you want solutions. You just want attention. So stop with your causes. No one cares. All right? Do something for yourself, and you'll be happier. Man, it's so nice out here. I could stay out here for a very, very long time. But I need to get to the gym. And I need to work. And I need to see what else is going on. So my chores must go on. So now we'll be taking the long trek back. I'm not going to come back the way I came in. That was a tough hike. So I'm going to try to find an easier path. Let's check it out. While I'm here, I'm thinking this might be good handle material and a good test of my knife. So, you know, can I take part of this down with just a knife? It's not an axe, it's a knife. So, now the whole idea is you don't need to swing hard if you have a sharp blade. So what I'll do is I'll make this a separate video so I can speed it up.